Good evening, my friends and family. We're going to do a short and sweet. You know, a sweet and short. This one is so short. You know, I sit down today and I'm watching all these people who figure that they could come after my chief. You know, they love to come after him. Last night, he again, the platform of truth, put them to shame again. But there's some people, no matter how you shame them, they don't want to lie down. And by the way, I have a message for all of them people down in Trinidad. I'm asking all the please and thanks. Leave us alone and let we mind with business. Because all of you who going on and what that thing name Live Zone and whoever else profile does be up there, talking all the pack of nonsense and telling all the lies and saying what we chief said and what he didn't say and what he do and what he didn't do. Please, people, I'm advising you all, please and thanks. When I come and all you see we have public meetings, be kind enough to put all yourself in front of either all your TV or whoever it is. Put all yourself in front of all you. If all you can't come to the meetings, come in front of all the TV, sit down and listen for all yourself. And you know, it have some very small families here in Tobago who likes the writing about, oh gosh, this boy liar. You know, me just want to find out from you, what I tell to all you. Because all you see what's going on, every time all you talk, all the foolishness, is cutting all you down with facts. Cutting all you down with truth. And Trinidad people do as all they want. Trinidad PNM slaves, let me tell you something. All they could talk all they want about us, do what all they please, all they cannot win an election here in Tobago. All they could try what all they want with the EBC and whoever and register whoever all they want, all they can't register. Let me tell you, all they can't register 1,000 people in a constituency. So no matter what they do, while all they register, we children and them getting to age and they coming up and they go vote. So no matter what they try to do, change electoral boundaries, do this, do that, it ain't gonna work. I begging all you, leave with our mind with business, please and thanks. We don't harass all the down in Trinidad, they all stay down there, whoever back and all want to have down there, all have it, please and thanks. And I hear this evening to invite all to one of the greatest meetings that will take place. You see the one seat that we did learn the PNM and them? Tonight we are having our meeting in that area. You know, Darrell Spring Whim, we have a meeting there. So I want all to come. Come and experience the blue wave in Darrell Spring Whim. Because you see the nail where we intend to put in that coffin there? And I don't think we should supposed to bury that, you know. We're going to burn it and blow away the ashes. We're burning that one there and blow away the ashes so that when the ashes blow, all of us know that it cannot be knitted back together. Sometimes, you know, if you use wood and things, they could dig up the coffin and try to, me know what, but we done with all here. Leave my chief sec alone, please and thanks. When he come and he give all the facts and he show me everything last night, go back and listen to him. All of them who just like to be sheep and just follow after people. Listen to what he said and then form your own conclusions. And all the Amir Miss Michaela Pandey, please and thanks, keep out of Tobago people business. You see them two people who you being said, but you want to send up one for Tobago East and Tobago West. Why you ain't come and fight the assembly election now? Come and fight now. You're so interested in Tobago and Tobago's growth. Take it two and you could join up with Miguel Diniz and them because she need a two too. You understand me? You, she, all you. PNM B teamers. Because I know Michaela Pandey is one of PNM B teamers. Michaela Pandey, please and thanks, keep out of Tobago people business. We don't want all the advice, we don't want to hear nothing from all you. When Rowley and them guys were there and was giving me all the pressure. And they was there digging up in whoever clothes they could have dig up in and riding people's house and try to put false charges on people and try to instigate all kind of wickedness. Why you don't go and talk to your PNM people and tell them to stop harass TPP people? And the PNM police and them would have tried to harass me too. Tell them leave us alone. All I want something to do. All I try to discredit this poor young boy from day one. And all I say, all I can't make it. All I left Harry alone. Leave Harry Tobago people alone. Harry mind our business. Harry don't want no red devils here again. So what you want? They now come back here. Regardless of what you do. They now come back here. They have no place in Tobago. We are the ones living here. We know what we have felt. And we see the work that these guys have been doing for the past 4 years. Even though they didn't, some of them, you understand me, used to come out and show you pictures of this and that and that and that. But we are getting the records. They are coming out with every achievement that they were able to accomplish. And then I hear too that he has some farmers, some monks in George, all the same farmers who want access road. And we want to find out from all this too. If it's only the last 4 years already didn't only have access road. Now I'm not against a person for supporting who they want to know, but let's stop being wicked and vindictive. All I can ask Rowley and them for this, that, the other, and each other, but all I want these people to come here and to give all everything one time. As I just always say, the God that created heaven and earth and all that in there is, everything that we have here, He named God. He could have just say, watch, world coming to being. He took His time. And He took 6 days. And He created everything. He could have done it in one. But what He's trying to show us that we have to take step. Everything that's happening with step. When you're born, you ain't starting to talk and walk and do everything. You understand me? You have to learn to sit down first. And you can't do that on your own. You have to get your parents' help to help you to sit. Right? They're propping you up until your back could take the sit in. When you could take the sitting now, they put you down on the ground and you start to learn to creep. Some people never used to creep, doesn't even creep on their knees. They creep on their bottom, however you crawl. But before you walk, you have to crawl. Right? And then you get up and you fall down plenty before you can even get your balance to walk. But all I want this assembly to come in here and give all everything one time. In your own house, you have your children. And they ask you for things you can't give them it sometime at the same time. They have to wait. So the only people who are not supposed to wait, them sycophants, them don't want to wait for nothing. That's why I had to call them narcissistic people. Because they are a bunch of narcissistic people. And my dear Tobagonians, young people in Tobago especially, you remember we are older, we are going out, you guys are coming up. And the decisions that you make today will answer for you tomorrow. Don't let nobody come and tell all no foolishness. All PNM people is after is that little money that Kamala and them give the other day. That is all they're after. To fill the 1 and 2 financiers' pocket. To bring it back here so that one family name will be calling in Tobago all the time as the champion. Them is the only person could get contract. But now we're hearing more than 80 and more than how much are them getting contract in Tobago. So much people get help from this little regime with the little that they were getting. But some are always so greedy. All they have ham, lamb, and jam. But all they want every single thing. All they want the gravy that falling on the ground. You understand me? Jesus gave a parable with that. You understand me? The crumbs that fall off of the rich man's table. You know, the woman said the dogs just eat the crumbs. Or they even want to leave some crumbs for the dogs to eat. It's just a feeding frenzy with these people. All about nothing to the table. We live on this island. We see what all they do and didn't do. And then let me tell you something. Look like things. When Hochoy and them was there, Hochoy make food cottages. Them 2 cottages, and that is something that's real but me too. He put one up in Roxborough and the next one was in Goldsboro. And we used to export all kind of jam and name it, all kind of preservatives. It used to come from Tobago. From that Roxborough cottage and from that Goldsboro cottage. P&M closed down all them things because they don't want the small man in Tobago to be able to make something of themselves to get something. So they shut it down. Look at that. I didn't even know that cocoa board, at least I just call it cocoa board. One part is cocoa board, but they had this processing plant where every Christmas and people used to go and buy the ham. All kind of ham, you get smoked fish, you get this, you get that. I never even know that that place that they shut down and all. I didn't even know that. You understand me? All these wicked people. And then I don't want to come in Tobago to tell people about P&M. I would not want you back here. Makela Pandey, you and that bunch of people who was reading about, because here why does the people? Sometimes when people commenting on things, I just press the status press to see where they come from. And all I see is San Fernando, Arima, Gandhi, all over Trinidad, all are coming from to say I don't want to get into Tobago people business. Keep out our business. This is not our election. And we gave those guys 4 years and they did prove themselves. Because to tell you, for police to be, you is the chief sec of a country, is like Kamala is the prime minister. All I remember a time when they did do Bazio, they lock up Bazio, Pandey and all. Right? So they wanted to lock up we chief sec. All I feel we go sit down here and forget this kind of pressure that they put Farley, Faith, they take Anne, with chairman Anne, stuff too. I can't remember whoever again. I think they must have went after Zorisha, and how much of them they went after. Right? They went after them. The liar boy, conscience, I tell all the prayers, that's a power, you know. So the liar boy had also come back and confess. Farley didn't ask him for confession. He went in the man's house and he confessed. But God put wisdom in his mind. So that he taped him and he didn't even know he was being taped. So everything get exposed. And the same liar until then he jump up and say, yes, he had a conversation with the man. Remember? The one with named Skippy. Why did he call up Fox Populi or Vox Populi or some kind of show that he had? And he exposed everything. Tobago people, do not forget what those P&M people tried to do to our chief, and all now they're still trying. He explained it a million times. I am not a member of the National Security Council. Right? And that is something he says that they are fighting for, that at least Tobago is supposed to have a seat at that table. And he's not looking for it for he personally. It's for whoever come after him to be the chief. At least they have a seat at the national table where national security is. But all of them scaled eyes, because all they have scale on all the eyes. P&M and them. Oh gosh, she lied. So you gonna tell me Tobago people? What I gonna do? Look, them a land military plane in our place. Hello, the news article I saw, it never said that military plane will be landing in Tobago. They say the airports are also airports. So yeah, land of Trinidad, land of Tobago. They never say will be landing in Tobago. They never said that. All they want to say, all they fighting election, because all they have nothing to bring to the table. Every day, and I tell you all the truth. Sometimes we just vex when you see the chief and them does there sit down and say them explain everything to people. Because when people mind make up to be bad mind and wicked, you could do what you want. They will be bad mind and wicked. And now is the whole of Trinidad coming now to want to fight with chief in Tobago. All the real demonic What he do all there? What you know about him? He thief our yard fowl? He take something from here? No. That is our child, and we're going to defend him right to the ground. Who don't want to stand with us? That is all the business. But you see in Tobago here, we settling with business. And we holding on and we holding up the hand. All you know this story with when when Israel was fighting the battle, when Aaron and Hur had us to hold up Moses' hand. When his hand get tired, and if his hand dropped, the battle went the other way. Well, we holding up Farley Chavez Augustine's hand. With his other 14 candidates, we are going to hold up their hands against you, those sycophants, we call it mafia, let's call it, what do you call it, the mafia score, or whatever, Kusumusku, or whatever thing you call all you. Right? Who have that code? We mashing all you up. We mashing all you up because all will be mashed up under the bloodstained banner of Prince Emmanuel. God put Farley there regardless. He's not perfect. None of them are perfect. And it's right there to stay. And I'm warning all of them young people in Tobago. Even though these people coming around and giving all the little grease hand and grease back to walk with them, take their money. Wherever they give, all take their money. Because time's kind of hard. But I tell you, a person like me will never take a thing from them. I don't want nothing from them. If I'm hungry, I lie down and starve and dead, I don't want nothing from these PNM people. And I'm dead serious. You understand me? They are wicked. They pressure this assembly from day one. Because, and when they lost the election, that one where they call Marvin Gonzalez, he opened his mouth and say that he will make sure and have one of the best propaganda machine. I don't forget them, you know. I don't forget them. That was the words. So they oil the propaganda machine, they oil it, and then a set of people only want to sit down and there, drink by here and drink by there and listen to their dotishness. A man go come and watch me the other night, huh? So you're really supporting them, eh? I said, who you want me to support? Who do you want me to support? I have to be a self-hating person in this island to say that I will not support Tobago's development and Tobago's forward trajectory. Right? Them fellas just talk about carnival and this is not a carnival person. You understand me? So, them are the carnival. That is their baby. But apart from carnival, plenty things happen in all the areas. Even though they couldn't get everything done. And no matter what you do, nobody can do everything in a one term. And they're talking about first term to first term. Them come and they meet things already done. And when they do, they sit down on the laurels afterwards. And every year they come, election coming, they're coming up to see if they can find some kind of foolishness to bring in this place, to cause people to forget. To cause people to forget. The radar that they're talking about. Everything they're going and find something where President Trump say this and President, you see, all the talking thing you hear where Trump say, what Trump say is Trump business. What America say to Venezuela, that is their business. I don't understand how come now Tobago people, Trinidad people, how all this get into Venezuela and Trump business. I must mind your own business. If the fight come to you, well, fine. And by the way, all of them would stop what this and that and the other. Grenada, they're close to we. Barbados, they're close to we. All them islands, they're close to we. So anything happen, it can happen to them too. And again, in case all let us forget, Mr. Donald Trump have a ship out in the ocean in the Caribbean Sea. And they can stay right there. I heard the chief talk about it last night. I try to talk about it too. And that same ship could blow away every single island we have in the Caribbean. Man, are your business. What all you know about Maduro? Remember when that man had the election? They showed us pictures of the election's result. And the man did not win the election. From what we saw on the pictures, he didn't win. So it's what? because PNM like criminal activities, also want to be always in criminal activities. How all them Maduro and them get to be best friend? They want Trinidad. They say Trinidad belong to them. They never said Tobago belong to them. How are you getting? How are you getting at the business? How are you getting? Tobago people, now mind our business and make sure and keep those red devils away from Tobago. That is all we have to focus on. Make sure that they stay out so that Tobago can continue to grow. In case all of you know, and you know why they sit down and say, they really say Tobago passed through so much of hand in all the Caribbean islands. Which island all of us here in history that was fought for more than Tobago? Tell me. Is there another island in the Caribbean that people fought so much for like Tobago? I tell you, we are the diamond of the Caribbean. We have to be the diamond of the Caribbean. So that's why these people fighting tooth and nail. They're fighting tooth and nail. And another thing I'm going to say, every time I come up here, as long as I remember, all of them young people who tell all themselves always sit this election out. And when we get back into power, all of them will come wrong people like me to tell me to help all you. Wait on it. The same way I'm campaigning to make sure that things go right for Tobago, I will campaign against all of you and make sure that all you ain't get nothing here. So follow the foolish PNM and them. Countries are run by governments. No matter what you do, there's some people I mean I vote, but you want to inherit and benefit from what other people go outside there, stand the finger for. You want to benefit from it, and some others want to benefit first. Or else be bold enough to want to benefit first. Well, no, it ain't happening. It will not happen. Bible said God help those who help themselves. And it's a legal thing. We ain't have no dictator here. We ain't have nobody who they could try the thief elections already. But they can't thief no more. Especially at this Tobago here, they can't thief the election here. You understand me? They can do what they want. National, not local here. Go out, young people. On January 12th, go out and cast your vote. Voting doesn't take long. Once you have your ID and stuff, you don't even have to have the poll card. Because me does never go with no poll card. Me just go with my ID. And there is a way you can search to know if you are listed. The election and boundaries is online. And all you have to put in is your name. Right? When you put in your name, your first name, the most important thing is your date of birth, because it may have somebody else with your name. But you see that name, that date of birth, the year you're born, that is the important thing, and they will tell you where your polling division is. And you need to check it out, and check it out soon. And there is something that the EBC have done, and they continue to do. There are lots of young people in Tobago here who have IDs walking around with it, but they don't register no way. I don't know how that one has happened. Because get an ID card, you must give an address. And sometimes people will move from the address. But that doesn't mean they're not citizens of Trinidad and Tobago again. And the name is showing up on no other place to vote. But in Tobago here, it have a lot of young people and them name that EBC withhold from the voters list. That is what the election and boundaries is doing. But no matter what they do, when they take off 1 or 2 names, we gain 10. So when they try to stop people from voting, we gain 10 in the place of that one day. So no matter what all they do, all they're not winning nothing here. And it's time enough for them to come off our chief sec. If all they can't stand truth, get out of tongue. Keep out the tongue. The truth is the truth. He sit down like a little child last night and he explained the thing right down to the last T. The meeting finished late because we sit down and we make sure that we hear every single word. Go back and listen to him. Although just sit down, all of them Trinidad people, leave our business alone. Michaela Pandey, I'm going to tell you again, Miss Woman, stay away there. You could never be your father and will never be your father. You understand me? Never ever be your father. Right. So understand that. And again, I'm inviting those of you who are in Tobago to come to Wim. It's done by the courtyard. It's going to be easy to find. You must hear with music. Down by that junction there. We will be there. Come and listen to the man who will unseat Kelvin Morris. The man who will take his position. That person there. Right? So my people, all who don't want to listen to my chief, don't listen to him. But this evening I come here ready to tell all of them Trinidad people, keep out our business. Keep out our business, how it doesn't day in our own. Keep out Trinidad PNM, stay out of Tobago business. This is our election and do what all you want. All you haven't got a space in Tobago again. All you're dead, all you're done, and that is it. Leave Tobago people, let we go have the election and do we business. When all have all the local government down there, we doesn't come down there and bother all there. The only election we just being together with is general election. We don't bother all there, don't bother us. Mind all your business. And I go